And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside my partner, Sean Kobrin. We are just about set for game 2 of our doubleheader. Should be another good one, Sean.
Michael, it's going to be hard to top the last game that we did, but we are seeing two of the best teams in Maryland JUCO today. Howard comes in here in second place, right behind PG County, who they actually beat last week, and right behind them is MC Raptors. So both teams really in the hunt for the title.
Well, the Raptors come in here tonight on a 2-game winning streak, including a very impressive 10-point win this past weekend over a very tough Hartford team.
Yeah, and Christian Martin and William Chichoa led the way in that one. Martin had 19 points, and Chichoa had yet another double-double to add to his many on the season.
Well, the Raptors are going to need that balanced scoring attack tonight because they are taking on one of the top teams in Maryland JUCO and in Region 20. So we are just about set to get game 2 of our doubleheader underway. Stick with us. You're watching Raptors basketball on MCTV. And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside Sean Kobrin. We are all set to get game 2 underway. William Chichoa is going to be jumping center against number 33, Andrew Mills, and we'll set your starters here in just a second. We're underway. And Ethan Wilson puts Howard up immediately. The other starters are number 10, Benjamin Murphy, 21, Kobe Baptiste, 22, Marcus Freeman, 33, Andrew Mills.
And Howard jumping out, literally jumping out to the first 2 points and pushing tempo, getting that trap by the sideline for an early turnover.
Starters for the Raptors are number 0, Christian Martin, number 4, Jaden Rowe, number 14, Marquise Trent, number 22, William Chichoa, and number 24, Terrence Williams. We are underway.
We saw Raptors head coach Jamal Wise coming right out of the timeout. He's assisted by Elliot Headley, Teddy Green, and longtime Raptor junior Blackman. On the Howard side, the head coach is Mike Smelkinson, who's also the athletic director for Howard. He's in his 4th year there. Kind of a rebuild expert. He's had a stretch of success everywhere he's gone and has a good Howard team here that he's leading here.
Formerly the coach at Hartford. There's a steal by Trent. Takes it all the way for the dunk. So 2-2 early.
Both teams very active on defense. If you're going to be stagnant on offense, MC's going to deny the ball.
33. Andrew Mills, and he was forced into a bad decision there.
A little bailout foul by Jaden Rowe.
Going to get a quick look here at the Trent dunk.
Deflection, deny the ball, and then throw it down.
With authority, as they say. There's Ethan Wilson, point guard. 21, Baptiste. 22 is Marcus Freeman. He's off the mark, and here comes Jaden Rowe with the ball for the Raptors. To Trent, back to Rowe. And it's kicked out of bounds there by Kobe Baptiste.
Active hands, active feet. Howard in a man defense. MC with a little bit more size. Let's see if they can read that, start setting a couple screens for the ball handlers.
Marquise Trent will inbound it for the Raptors. Raptors come into this one 12-7. Howard 16-5. So two excellent teams.
And Howard 2 losses ahead of MC in the standings, but both with 7 wins. So pivotal game here as far as the top part of the standings.
Chachua, nice move. And he'll go to the line.
Here's what's nice about this. Composure in the post under pressure. A fake, spin, and put it in.
Howard wanted a charge, but no call. Chachua makes it.
Just good patience by Chachoa, just under duress there. No need to be in a hurry when you've been there before, you've had the practice, you know how to put it in.
Raptors pick up early with a little bit of pressure. Up early 5-2. From the corner, Long. Jaden Rowe runs it down, pushes it up the floor, takes it all the way to Chachua, partially blocked. Nice rebound to Baptiste.
Really nice contest by the last second by Andrew Mills.
Mills is a big fella out there. And there's Freeman.
And we said MC generally has size, but I would say that Mills is the biggest guy on the court.
Andrew Mills 6'5". Marquise Freeman 6'6".
MC showing a little bit of extended defense, just a bluff there. Still in the 2-3 zone. As I say that, they've shifted to man this possession.
Baptiste. Murphy for 2. And Howard takes the lead 6-5. Early in the going. Partially blocked, Trent, Williams no good.
Looks like a goaltend, Michael.
Sure did. Ahead to Baptiste, he's out of control, and he traveled.
Good call by the officials. Getting to the lane out of control. Stumbled over his feet a little bit.
In case you're just joining us, the Raptors women won the opener of this doubleheader, 78-75.
You know what? I'll stand corrected. Good call. Ball was still rising. Swatted off the backboard. Good block by Howard there. Excellent replay by our crew.
There's Martin from outside. No good. Chachua with a nice rebound, but loses it. Ethan Wilson with the ball. Freeman. Wilson. Murphy. Baptiste throws it out of bounds.
And MC so far alternating between a 2-3 defense and a man defense where they're really denying the pass and the ball. They got that steal and score. And what's open when you're denying the ball? A hard cut, a back cut, being able to rip through and drive to the basket. So that shows you what Howard got with that last basket. They're going to be able to drive the ball if they get some clean catches. The key is to be able to get some clean catches against that pressure defense.
Chachua has it taken away. Good defense there by Howard.
People really keying on Chachua. He's had the ball in the post 3 times, got fouled the 1 time, but it's turned it over the 2 other times.
Well, he is the leading scorer for the Raptors. And there's Mills just powering it in. Andrew Mills averages 15 points a game. He's the leading scorer for Howard. There's Trent with the left hand, no good. And rebound to Mills.
MC being able to break the press with ease, but it's hurrying them up. So a couple hurried shots that haven't fallen.
A little bit too much of a hurry. Into Freeman. Cross court. Murphy loses the handle. Tie up. And the arrow will go for the Raptors. Possession arrow in favor of the Raptors.
Coach Y is going to take a timeout, get a couple subs into the game. We're going to see our first look at Marcus Rogers and Philip Carter when we resume the action.
So, good start to this one. We expected a high-intensity game. This is definitely a rivalry. Howard just up the road a piece.
Intense and good pace, but also a chess match for a game that's being played so fast. Defense is changing. Howard in that press to change tempo. And we've seen this before, goading MC into what they want to do, but then being able to collapse on that quickly. Chichoa's had 4 post catches, but only 1 basket so far out of that.
And looks like number 32, Philip Carter, is in for the Raptors.
He's someone who can really get that catch up there, move around on the high and low block.
And Rogers missed it.
It's like a loose ball foul. And Chichoa wants to be careful when things aren't going his way sometimes. Gets a couple fouls and then the effectiveness goes down a little bit.
The last game we saw, he got into foul trouble and sat out half the game. And there's Mills from the top of the key.
Mills only a 25% three-point shooter, but classic big matchup. Mills saying, "Well, I'll take it out here and shoot it if you're gonna body up on me."
It looked very good. His form looked great. There's Rogers short. Mills already has 5 points. As I said, he's the leading scorer for the Dragons.
And he's posting up high again. There's that hard deny on the ball. He can get the ball on the floor.
And fade away this time, and he sinks it.
Showing off the whole skill set so far, Michael.
He has got he's got the game. And to Carter.
So move, counter move. Carter's out there because he has this size matchup. So far, Mills got a couple tough baskets against him, but Carter's getting that high post catch, being able to do something with it.
Goes up with it, has it taken away.
And Mills with the deflection there.
And here's Baptiste. Gets it to Bowie, and Bowie has it blocked. Up, no good, rebound to Carter. So Jalen Bowie in and immediately has one put right back in his face.
What an impressive block by Chichoa.
There's Rowe, dishes it, loses the handle. Trent picks it up, drives with the left hand, and they're going to call that a jump ball.
And there goes Mills again with his hand on the ball, just making his presence felt offensively and defensively.
And a possession arrow is for the Dragons.
Look at Chichoa, up in the air contest. Perfect timing to get the ball there. Certainly a lot of contact, but went right through the ball with his hand. All ball on the block.
Jalen Bowie with the face mask must have suffered some sort of injury to his face, obviously.
Well, we were talking with the Howard staff before the game, Michael, and they've said that they've been working on different rotations during the year, and they had a lot of success with Jalen Bowie, who, as soon as he established himself as a starter, promptly had an accident in practice and had a broken bone in his face. But here he is back on the court, able to contribute for his team. Great to see him out there.
Apparently it's a jaw problem. And nice shot there by Terrence Williams.
That's a shot that MC needed. They've been having good touches, good shots. Nothing's fallen so far.
13-5, Howard on top. This is intense as we thought it would be. Freeman.
And Williams getting the assignment on Miller.
There's Mills.
Or on Mills, rather.
And that time he missed. Freeman. Off, no good. Battle for the ball. And Murphy comes out of there with it. he stepped on the line.
Had hard deny for Marcus Rogers. Good hands, just couldn't quite collect the feet before he got on the baseline.
Here comes a substitution in for Howard. Number 2, Shane Taylor. And he comes in for Kobe Baptiste.
Just a nice read there on the last play by Terrence Williams. Looking like a double high screen. Mills falls asleep. Just roll out of it, get the catch, get the shot.
So Bowie inbounds, is taken away by Williams. He saves it. Raptors with it. Rogers, no good. And the Raptors just not really hitting at the outset here.
I'm just loving this battle of Mills and whoever's been guarding him so far. 3 different defenders from the Raptors so far against Mills. Terrence Williams, who's had the most success on him, gets that foul on the switch. So on the screen, gets the switch, clear reach in there.
And in for Howard's number 24, Stephen Dorr. And he replaces Mills.
We get our first look at.
Missed it. It'll be Raptors ball.
Al has Vidmar in for the Raptors, so.
Number 42, yes, good look at him right there.
We have a couple players exceptionally tall. Dorr, also good height. Not nearly as much bulk as Mills.
No, by any means. In and out. Rogers.
Good looking shot, everything but go through the rim.
I did everything but halfway in. And Murphy loses it out of bounds.
So when Mills was in the game, Michael, every catch was in the high post. The key was to get the ball to Mills. Now they're running screens off that high post. So Dorr's in there to set screens and let guys run to the basket, try to get a good catch.
Back to Rowe. He drives, loses the handle, saves it. Good hustle. And wow. Number 3, Marcus Trent.
What a great hustle play by Trent. An athletic finish as he's getting his legs taken out from under him.
Good play by Rowe to save it. And then Trent up against 3 guys.
Great strength.
Wow. Very impressive.
You gotta admire the strength, the concentration. Michael, low-scoring game. Baskets are hard to come by.
That is
halfway
for sure.
through the first half.
Only 13-11. Raptors trailing by 2.
And a couple good shots that haven't gone in, but you have to admire the defensive intensity of both teams. Montgomery College still in this really hard, back to the zone now, but really flying to the ball, overloading against the ball when they play the zone, and the man defense has been especially impressive as well.
Dorr lost the handle, and the Raptors retain the ball, get the ball back. Marcus Trent with the ball. Got the Trent twins. Marcus and Marquise. Martin off, no good. Great follow there by Trent.
I think he's going to look at the game tape and say, oh, yeah, that was an alley-oop. I meant to pass that one.
If only the statistician will see it that way.
Seems improbable, but you never know.
Bowie inside. Freeman, Dorr, and he's fouled.
Nice catch and shot by Dorr, who's had a little bit of a struggle finding his rhythm offensively that time. Really nice cut across the lane. 2 Raptors fly at the ball. He comes across. Here's the finish on the other end. That's a pass, coach. Look how well I executed that pass. But a great hustle play by the Raptors to pick that up and get the basket.
Yeah, and Trent will never tell. So Stephen Dorr at the line, he misses the first. He's an 85% foul shooter.
Might be a small sample size issue, Michael. We're
I'm
getting
guessing
extended
yes.
minutes, but someone who's
Looking-
averaging 2 points a game.
Yeah, looking at his other numbers, I'm guessing not too many trips to the line. So the Raptors with the ball. Trent bringing it up. Cross court, Chachua. Nice drive, couldn't get it to go. Nice rebound, but Martin, he lost it. And Shane Taylor is fouled.
Shane Taylor, nice aggressive drive. Okay, when you get that ball and you're ahead of the pack, gets to the basket, good things happen.
And Matty Spin fouled him. Matty Spin in for the Raptors, number 21.
Both teams play a lot of players.
They do go deep, and they both have a lot of guys on the bench. Raptors played everyone Saturday, correct?
That's right. And the pace with which they play, they need all those players out there. There's no way you can play this fast for 40 minutes and have a tight rotation.
Yeah, no way. The intensity, the speed, both teams like to push. And Alhaj Vidmar.
Nice looking drive, everything but the finish.
Yep. He can do some things out there. Good passer, good shooter.
And with his height, able to get to the basket in just one dribble and a couple steps.
Shane Taylor with the bucket. Raptors trailing by 5, 18-13.
Key stretch here as a couple subs are in. Howard getting some of their starters back in.
Yeah, Mills is back in for Howard. Vidmar with the bucket.
That is a matchup that it looks like Montgomery College should exploit. Vidmar has the height on Dorr, and I think that's the skill advantage as well.
Baptiste back in also for Howard. Here's Mills to Taylor, in and out, no good. Chachua with the rebound. Trent, Chachua, Martin drives to Vidmar. Nice feed inside to Chachua.
And what a nice shot fake. It looks like his exact shooting motion. Defense isn't looking. Chachua alert though. Says, get me that ball, let me get an easy one.
Beautiful play. There's Dorr. Nice little jumper. And it'll be a timeout on the floor with the Raptors trailing 20-17.
Really interesting to watch Dorr out there and how he's battling. But look at this. Nice pass to Vidmar. Unselfish. Get that to Chachua. Easy bucket. So after that basket, it was a timeout by Howard. So they're coming back here on defense. Be interesting to see if they switch something up defensively.
Oh.
Coach Smelkinson. We've seen Howard basically play man except a couple zone possessions here. So you get the basket, you call timeout. Obviously you can get the substitutions in, Michael. Are they going to change something up defensively? We'll see in 24 seconds.
We shall see.
MC, I think, has cracked the code a little bit. There are some seams in the defense, and Howard is active with it, but that secondary pass, the secondary cut, has been open the last couple times, whether it was on the lob, so to speak, but that backside cut to get the offensive rebound on the air ball was wide open. The basket cut to Chachua, wide open. So kicking it across in and out has been successful against Howard the last couple possessions. As we say, that looks like a couple starters back out for Howard. Kobe Baptiste back on the floor. So is Shane Taylor.
Into
There's that
Chachua
secondary
to Vidmar.
pass.
Nice play.
So more of the same for MC. If they can play unselfishly like that, as soon as the first player catches it, can the second player be in motion? That's what's been open. Takes a lot of effort and concentration. Takes connectedness as a team that plays so many players.
Raptors within one. There's Mills. Freeman, short. Rebound to Trent. Ahead to Chachua. He puts it up. No good. Rebound to Howard. Oh, taken away by Trent. Vidmar. Off the mark. No good.
Last couple possessions. No extra pass from MC. 0 for 2. Now Chachua is guarding Mills. Fourth different defender on Mills.
Ahead to Baptiste. Bowie, no good. Battle, Bowie, no good. What's the call?
Looks
Got
like
a
Bowie's
foul.
going to the line. Great effort by Howard, and especially Bowie. Couple offensive rebounds there. And we talked about that secondary pass. Good basket cuts by Howard here.
Watch
Ball
this.
up top.
Watch this
side.
action.
Cut. Every player touching the ball in that possession. Great hustle.
Boy, look at the battle. And Bowie will go to the line. He is a 63% foul shooter and averages 8.2 points a game. More substitutions. Murphy back in for Howard. Number 14, Marquise Trent in, and Jaden Rowe in for the Raptors. Trent. And that,
Nice shot by Trent.
so Trent with the three. And
Looks
the
like that was
Raptors
a
now
long two,
trail
but
just by one.
So the couple times that Howard has pressed, Montgomery College has broken it, gotten a good shot. That's the first time they've gotten one to fall.
Freeman with the three.
And now the press is off. Nice change of pace idea from Howard, because the other times Montgomery College forced those quick shots, they didn't fall. That time one falls, press back off, and now we're into a zone for Howard.
Trent, Rowe, back out to Trent for three, off the mark, no good. Rebound, Baptiste. Here comes Bowie with the ball. Jalen Rowe on him. Oh, nice pass inside to Bowie.
Bowie operating great off the ball. Second time he's gotten just an easy layup by moving away from the ball. And we've heard Howard will play a lot of defenses. They were 2-3 zone last possession. Now they're in a 3-2 zone.
4 points so far for Bowie. There's, boy, that looked like a foul to me. Jaden Rowe, but no call.
Seems like a good bet of contact, but off we go on the other end.
Baptiste drives, dishes to Murphy, no good. Vidmar with the rebound, ahead to Trent. He drives, back to Trent for the bucket. Very resourceful possession there for the Raptors.
Michael, guys are getting tough buckets in this game. It does seem like the more unselfish team is the one who's going to have the advantage.
And that's 9 points for Marcus Trent. Comes in only averaging 3.6.
He's really feeling it tonight.
Mills from the top of the key. Off the mark, no good. Battle for the boards. And where are we going with this one? And they're going to call it Howard ball.
Seems like they thought Rowe stepped out of bounds as he was saving it off the Dragons player.
Let's see if we can get a good look.
Great hustle by Rowe. Yep, looks like he was stepping out of bounds as he tried to save it off the player.
Yep, he stepped on the in line, or the out of bounds line. Good hustle on both parts, both guys. So Murphy will inbound it for Howard. There's a good look at Jamal Wise, the head coach of the Raptors.
Directing traffic, but this gives both teams a little bit of a breather. Guys are heaving out there, guys who have just come into the game. They were playing hard tonight.
Here's Bowie, Baptiste, and they're going to call a foul on Rowe.
Unfortunate. Looks like just more hustle by Rowe. Had his hand on the ball. Officials thought he just reached a little bit too much.
Jaden Rowe, the Raptors point guard. So Bowie inbounds it all the way out to Freeman. Baptiste into the post to Mills, drives, puts it up, no good. Chachua tips it to himself. Ahead to Rowe.
In that possession, Vidmar was guarding Mills.
Vidmar has it taken away and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Freeman. Some quality minutes tonight for Vidmar.
Yeah, really producing out there. Here he is on the solid catch.
Comes another substitution for Howard.
And he's been a matchup problem for Howard since he's been in the game, so leave him in there. He's playing good defense.
Cameron Watson for Howard. Raptors inbound it. Rogers to Chua from the elbow, no good. Rebound for Martin, puts it up. I'm sorry, Rogers no good. Whose ball? Raptors ball.
Great hustle by Rogers.
Excellent hustle.
More desire. Rogers and Vidmar got a hand in there as well. It's too much height and hustle that time. Stays Raptors possession.
And Jaden Rowe will inbound it. Good look at Jaden. Gets it out to Vidmar. To Rogers. From the elbow, in. Marcus Rogers with a bucket. And the Raptors trail by 2 with 2:15 to go in the first half.
Good defensive sequence by the Raptors. Again, denying the ball hard. Ball gets thrown across the lane. Loose change for Jaden Rowe, who had a fast break denied from him by that reach and foul.
Two minutes to go in the half. Been a tough first half. Oh, Trent from 3.
The Trent brothers having themselves a night.
He's got 12. Yeah, the Trent brothers are really carrying the Raptors here. And the Raptors on top now, 28-27.
Well, Michael, as choppy as the Raptors offense has been, here they find themselves with a 1-point lead.
Vidmar with a partial block.
Really, Howard really pressing now.
Chachua really brought himself under control.
Second time that Chachua has had that tough post catch, showed what makes him special. Get that balance, let the defense get past you and get that easy lay-in.
And while we got a moment, we do want to remind everybody that coming up at halftime of this game, we have a very special halftime presentation. We're going to be honoring 2 MC teams who won their district championships and advanced to the national tournament. So you're going to want to stay here for that. That's coming up at halftime in about 2 minutes.
Michael, you have to love the athletic program that MC has in such a competitive area for a lot of sports. Volleyball, soccer, basketball. The DMV area is one of the best areas in the country. So to be able to recruit student athletes of the caliber that can make it to national tournaments year after year for different MC teams. Really a testament to the school and the athletic department that's run by Tarla Gasquet.
Yeah, very strong teams across the board. And the program is in great shape right now. Tremendous fall season. Winter is really shaping up here with both basketball teams. There's a bucket for Shane Taylor.
And what a battle we have here, two of the best teams in Maryland JUCO.
Intense all the way. 9 points for Marcus Trent and 5 for Marquise.
Kickball on Howard, so 20 seconds left on the shot clock. You could run a quick hitter and try to get a 2-for-1 here.
.35 seconds to go in the half, 16 on the shot clock. There's Trent, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Mills.
Trent's feeling it, but a tough possession there.
Good defense by Howard. Did not give him a good shot.
Big one here. Who's going to have the lead at the end of the half?
There's Bowie with an easy bucket. 10 seconds to go. There's Rowe, drives to Vidmar, bucket. And they're calling
Looks
a
like
charging.
A block on the floor.
It's a block.
For the drive by Rowe.
So the question is, my guess is no basket.
I would guess that it's on the floor since Rowe was passing. That does look like they're setting up for underneath inbound.
Yep.
So 3 seconds left. You can basically run your full inbounds play and then get a secondary pass to get yourself a decent look.
31-30. This is basically for the lead at the half. And
another foul. That one on Shane Taylor, who started but hasn't played a lot of minutes. But how both teams go so deep, there are few players that you're too worried about getting in foul trouble.
And neither team in the bonus, so nobody's shooting. There's Martin, he's long, and Howard will lead at halftime. Howard 31, Raptors 30 at the half. Great first half, and very intense.
Michael, every basket being earned here, nothing easy. Even the ones that wound up being around the rim are because of a couple cuts, unselfish play, pass. Really hard to get an open look here. Really admire the players who have made some plays. The Trent, Marquise and Marcus getting some big buckets, and early on for Howard, Mills getting that step back three and another outside shot when he's known as an inside player.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come right back with our special halftime ceremony. You're watching Raptors basketball on MCTV.
Bob and weave through the jealousy. Enter at your own risk, I guess is what you're telling me. We ain't the same, I ain't like the others. It's levels to this thing, don't be righteous, brothers. I got a quality, my rep is distinct, unmistakable. Please, come and tell me what you think. King. Me. King. Me.
Get your college degree for a lot less. Montgomery College.
Halftime at Montgomery College with Howard leading by 1 point. Great night so far for Marcus Trent. We'll have a lot to talk about, but first, let's go to a special presentation at half court with my partner, Michael Brown. Take it away, Michael.
Thank you, Sean. And hello to everybody. We are here tonight to honor 2 Raptors teams who earned a spot in the NJCAA national tournaments this year. First, let's welcome head coach Victoria Creamer and the MC Raptors women's volleyball team. The Raptors won their 2nd consecutive Region 20 and district championships this year, earning a spot in the national championship tournament in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Three Raptors received NJCAA Division II All-Region honors. Sophomore outside hitter Helen Federline was Region 20 honorable mention. Freshman setter Alexandra Thayer was named to the 2nd team. She's not here? And receiving 1st team all-region honors was sophomore outside hitter Sydney Babb. So let's give a big round of applause and a big welcome to your 2022 Raptors women's volleyball team. All right, head coach Creamer, let's start with you. What made this team so special?
What didn't make the team special? We had a number of returning sophomores that experienced going to nationals last year, so they knew what to expect and they passed along the message really well to the freshmen. The freshmen really accepted the challenge and they worked hard. They pushed each other every day. They held each other accountable. And when you have a team like that, it makes my life as a coach super easy.
Tremendous year. All right, let's talk to Sydney for a second. Sydney, now you were a member of the team that went to nationals this year and last year, right? So what was the difference this year, and what did it mean to you and to the team to go to 2 straight nationals?
We had a brand new team this year, a lot of new freshmen mixed with sophomores, so going to nationals again was a great experience that I'm glad my team got to experience too. So it's just a great honor and a great experience, and I'm really thankful for that. Yeah.
Congratulations once again. So again, thank you to the 2022 MC Women's Volleyball team on a terrific season. Thank you for representing the college so well. Congratulations. And now, let's welcome the 2022 NJCAA East District Coach of the Year, Pedro Braz, and the Raptors men's soccer team. The Raptors played a very tough schedule this year. They finished 9-2 in Maryland JUCO and 16-5 overall, winning both the NJCAA Division I Region 20 Championship and the Division I East District Championships. And that sent them on their way to the national championship, the D1 National Championship in Melbourne, Florida. The Raptors were very well represented with 6 players named to the Division I All-Region 20 first team. We've got Abdul Anuku, Andres Javid, Derek Sengre, Diego Ramirez, Ethan Lane, and Brian Newchang. Let's give a big hand to the 2022 men's soccer team. And quickly, Pedro, let's start with you. This is your second stint as MC Raptors head coach. You've been to nationals before. What stands out to you about this team?
Sure. So fortunately, we've been to the nationals 4 out of the 5 times that the coaching staff have been involved. We missed 1 year because of COVID. But the difference with this team, again, we started very slow, but we ended up picking it up. We lost to the national championship team early in the season, but we ended up beating them in the district finals.
Congratulations again on a great year and the honor of being named Coach of the Year. All right, let's bring over Andres Javid because there's a couple of things we haven't mentioned about this guy. Andres led all of D1 in points. He tied for the lead in goals, and he was tied for second in assists. That's in the country. And he was named first team NJCAA D1 men's soccer All-American. Andres, looking back on your 2 years here at MC, what are you going to remember the most?
No, the family that we made here, the coaching staff, just everything overall. I think that we created a very good group that's going to keep working and working the next years to keep striving for greatness, to go to nationals every year, win districts, and just to get the best for MC.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations. Let's hear it for both teams. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Let's bring out the basketball players. And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside my partner, Sean Kobrin. Hope you enjoyed that halftime presentation. And let's talk about the first half because we had a heck of a ball game.
Intensity, Michael. Defense on both sides. Rebounding for Howard, a big difference. The defense for Montgomery saw the steal and score early there. A couple timely outside shots. But Howard exerting themselves as well. Big bucket there. And then the unselfish play.
Nice play there. Vidmar hitting Chachua.
Vidmar, big minutes off the bench. Another big bucket by Marcus Trent. We're going to talk more about him in a second for sure.
The Trent brothers with an excellent first half.
Yeah, and there's Marquise hitting the outside shot. All right, so Michael, look at the difference here. Rebounds, 10 more for the Dragons, but 5 more turnovers. So that's what we're talking about. The defensive rebounding, especially by Howard, limiting to Montgomery to not being able to work off the boards. But the Raptors a few more possessions because they are turning the Dragons over. Big equalizer, 8 assists for each team. So 8 assists on 13 made buckets for the Raptors, 8 assists for 12 makes for the Dragons. Really shows you that the most unselfish team is going to win. But how about the Trent brothers? Marcus Trent, the leading scorer for the Raptors, only playing 10 minutes, but he is an efficient 4 for 4 and 1 for 1 from the line for 9 points. Also got a couple rebounds, an assist, a steal. He's filling up the stat sheet today.
There have been 4 lead changes in this game, and real interesting stat is both teams with 15 bench points. So in both teams' cases, essentially half their points came off the bench.
Right, there's Marcus Trent having a really great night on his season, and then Jalen Bowie, who we talked about, had been a starter and really played starter minutes. He played 15 minutes off the bench and looks like he's starting in the second half, and he was the spark. He went 2 for 4 from the field, or rather 2 for 5, but he had those 2 buckets underneath that were both N1s, so 2 3-point plays for Jalen Bowie in the first half.
Yeah, he's starting the second half along with Baptiste, Murphy, Mills, and Freeman. For the Raptors, it's Rowe, Martin, Chachua, who just shot there. 24, Terrence Williams, and Marquise Trent, number 14. So we are back at it. 20 minutes to go. Dragons on top by 1. There's Mills, and he misses everything.
And if Mills hit that 3, we would have had a repeat of the script in the first half. Mills had those early 7 points and then didn't score after that. Raptors throwing a lot of different defenders at him to make sure to hold him at bay.
Raptors break the press. Chachua with a tough shot, and he's fouled.
And Michael, Howard is a team that plays a lot of different defenses, but we've talked about it. They force tempo on the press, but MC has gotten a decent shot every time, and the shot gets a little bit more decent each time. This time, an N1 attempt for Chachua.
And he had 7 points in the first half. He's the leading scorer for the Raptors.
Talked about it, he had a double-double last game, just as so many good things around the rim. Now Raptors going full court.
And the Raptors in the lead. Again, we had 4 lead changes in the first half. And we expect the second half to be the same. Baptiste off a nice feed from Freeman.
We'll see if that's going to be an adjustment for Howard. We talked about when you're denying the pass hard, that back cut sometimes opens up.
Martin,
good back cut basket there.
Rowe to Williams. Rebound to Baptiste. Bowie with the ball. He has played the bulk of the minutes at point. And there is a foul on Jaden Rowe.
And Bowie just moving without the ball. Just easy pass and cut, easy offense. Here he is in the post. Just a little bit, just that hand on the back.
Yep.
Not a big foul, but easy for the refs to call when you have that hand on the back as the player's in motion for a shot.
And he makes it. And that gives the Dragons a 3-point lead.
So, Michael, Jalen Bowie, 9 points. All 9 points have come from an and one that he's converted at the free throw line.
There's Williams with a strong drive, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. Williams is a 70% foul shooter, averaging 7.3 points a game.
And for someone of that size, he's got really good quicks. Had 2 steals in the first half.
And, ooh, in and out. In case you joined us late, the Raptors women won the opener of our doubleheader, 78-75.
You know, they set a high bar in that first game as far as effort, intensity, defense. I think we're getting all that we want in the second game.
We are. This game it's almost like a carbon copy in some ways, in terms of how close it is, the intensity, the defense. Freeman from the corner off the iron, no good. Rebound to Williams.
Great box out by Williams.
Martin to Williams. To Rowe. Bowie on him.
You can
Williams.
see Williams really starting to assert himself. He's in the screen there. Got that rebound.
Trent has it knocked away, but he's fouled.
And Coach Wise talked about Williams, one of the cerebral players on the team, one of the team captains, even though he's transferred in. Let's look at the drive here. Definitely the reach-in foul.
And he tells me his presence on the floor really makes a difference.
You can see just with his looks, with his motions, and with his words. Really good communicator. When you have someone like that on the floor, really helps everybody else do their jobs a lot easier.
And that foul was on Mills, so he has a seat. It's his third. Tough pass in there for Williams to handle.
Ochoa trying to make that extra pass, but not a well-executed pass.
Very tough in traffic.
And Williams trying to be heads up and call a timeout, but his foot was out of bounds as he caught the ball, so never actually had possession.
So Mills on the bench with 3 fouls. He's a big part of their offense.
So where is that offense going to come from between Bowie and well, there's your answer.
There's Murphy.
Murphy only his second basket, only his third shot. But definitely ready to step up. Good catch, turn. Nice creative finish.
Very creative. Found the opening in between all those arms. And he makes the foul shot. 5-point lead now for Howard. Raptors have got to watch out here that they don't let this one get away.
So we're asking where's the offense for Howard. Where's MC going to get scoring from right now?
Well, Chua is out there. There's the wild pass. And our camera guy, Tommy DeVita, almost got that. I think if Tommy had caught it, he'd have slammed it.
I think so. You know, Tommy did earn the nickname Tommy the Toe.
That's right.
From past coverage of MC Soccer. But I have heard his basketball skills are equal to the task.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Camera and all. Rowe, in and out, no good. Rebound to Freeman, ahead to Baptiste. Murphy, cross court, Baptiste, and there's a foul.
Michael, there it is. What's the more unselfish team? Howard moving the ball. 1 pass. 2 pass.
And that puts Omish Wilson on. the line. This is, I believe, his first appearance in the game.
Played 1 minute in the first half. Drew a foul, so you get on the stat sheet.
And he misses the foul shot. He's a 46% foul shooter. Here comes Vidmar in for Williams.
And Vidmar played 11 minutes in the first half. Really made a matchup problem for Howard. Surprised that it took him 4 minutes to get into the game when the Raptors struggling to get a basket right now.
Well, that was the third foul on Williams. So he's going to have a seat along with Mills for Howard. Both of them with 3.
Unfortunate, because those are 2 important players in the game. Would love to see them on the court, but how do their teammates react?
Trent Chachua picks it up. Oh, somehow it didn't go in. Oh, and then he got the follow. Pure effort.
The effort, but the technique, the crafty footwork to get that first shot up, and then to have the willingness to follow it with all those bodies around. Look at that, squeezing through to get the first shot up, watching it. I'm going to get this.
And he just battled. He just battled. And he missed the foul shot. And that was the third foul on Freeman. So keep an eye on that as well. And there's a errant pass.
So we said that the back cut is free, but you got to execute it.
Yeah, they had it open, but the pass was not there. 39-36, 12th turnover for Howard.
That went a little bit of an unforced error, but you got to execute what the defense gives you.
Trent Chachua threw it into traffic. And Taylor is back in. He missed. Battle for the rebound.
Great contest at the rim.
2 Raptors contested it, and they lost it.
Chachua and Vidmar kind of shared the block. And then Chachua playing on heart and instinct.
Shane Taylor, who's back in.
Great block there. And then just tipping it away from his own teammate.
So Howard will inbound under their basket. Out to Baptiste. Taylor. Wilson, no good. Rebound to Rowe. Ahead to Trent. He cuts, slices, no good. Bowie with the ball.
Tough
Ahead
rebound
to
by
Murphy.
Omish Wilson there.
Bowie on the baseline.
Stepped out of bounds.
There's a whistle. Stepped on the end line.
Sure did.
Good defense by the Raptors.
Yep, Marcus Trent back in the game. The Raptors leading scorer tonight.
Marcus Rogers with the ball. Inside to Vidmar.
3-second call on Vidmar.
Yep. He was camped out in there
Yeah, you
quite
could
a
see
while.
that coming. He was at the foul line, got a little deeper, and didn't relocate.
Taylor with the ball. Kaleem Jennings now in the lineup for Howard for the first time. Number 3. Got the ball right now to Taylor.
Key stretch, guys in foul trouble. As a player on the bench, can you give the best minutes that you can give, whether it's 4 minutes, 6 minutes?
And Baptiste. 39-36. Kobe Baptiste from Parkdale High School. He's got 6 points.
Just another great effort on the finish there. Vidmar had a beat on him. Baptiste just wanted a little bit more. Got it to the rim, executed. Going for 3 here.
That's his first foul shot of the night, and he nails it. 6-point lead for Howard. This matches, I believe, their biggest lead of the game.
I think so, Michael. So Howard only has made 2 3-point shots this game.
Whoa!
Oh, wait, let's talk about that for a second.
Whoa! Wow. He parted the Red Sea with that one.
We talked about Chichoa's footwork. How about just thundering down on all 3 guys trying to contest with him?
Murphy, no good. Rebound to Vidmar. To Choa. Got to be feeling it. To Vidmar.
Oh,
beautiful.
More unselfish team gets the advantage. Chichoa, they're focusing on him. Vidmar recognizing the lane's open, makes the cut. Chichoa, unselfish pass. And we have a 2-point game, Michael.
And it's Chichoa. Beautiful pass there.
So can MC be solid? Howard missed the 3-pointer last possession. It's going to point out only 2 made 3-pointers for Howard, but they have 4 and 1s.
And that's going to be a foul. Let's take another look at that.
Let's see Chichoa dunk it again, Michael.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Wow. That's all strength.
You find a path to the hole, you take it.
14 points.
Showing
for
would not be
Chichoa.
denied down there.
No, absolutely not. Shane Taylor makes his first. He's a good foul shooter. Hits 76% from the line. He's 3 for 3 today. Make it 4 for 4.
Difference in this game, Michael. Lots of made free throws by Howard.
Raptors have not had that many foul shots. There's Rowe, and he'll go to the line.
What a
Boy,
courageous take by Rowe.
He earned that trip.
Yeah, we talked about Chichoa. You find a path to the hole, you get there. I see a way to score. I'm going to get there.
Over the much bigger door.
When you're that aggressive, it's hard for the defense to help without fouling.
Jaden Rowe, a freshman point guard out of Wooten High School. Good look at Jaden. And an excellent game, our last broadcast against Prince George's.
Yeah, team leader in assists. He can shoot, he can rebound, he can jump, he can play defense. Coach Wise thinks he's one of the most improved players on this team.
From where he started to where he is now, it's leaps and bounds. So it's a 1-point game.
Rowe communicating out to everybody. He's got a jersey ripped out there. He got his jersey ripped on the last drive. He doesn't care.
There's a foul. And that'll put Murphy on the line. He was fouled by Rogers.
Just a bad contest. Don't foul the jump shooter. Just be straight up on that. Another good free throw shooter for Howard on the line. Murphy is 72% shooter.
Makes the first. These foul shots are going to be very crucial. Murphy is 2 for 2 from the foul line. And he's short on that one. That's
First miss in a long time from the line. So 11 for 15 from the line for Howard. Nary a free throw for MC, which is about right. MC, except for the last few drives, has not been around the basket as much.
No.
Howard making good use of their time at the free throw line, though.
Yeah, the Raptors from the line are going to get that for you in a second. They are just 5 of 7. They've only had 7 attempts.
Right. So 2-point lead by Howard. 6 more made free throws.
That's the difference. And Chichoa with a travel. Raptors are 5 of 7 from the line. And Howard 11 for 15.
Both teams shooting well. Just Howard getting there a little bit more, being a little bit more of the aggressor.
2-point game. 11:54 to go. Baptiste. Murphy, nice look.
Just squeezes it through.
Nobody stopped him. Nobody got in his way. And he just kept going.
Dorr doing a good job just occupying bodies in the middle of the lane on that last possession.
With a nice save. Martin, Rowe from the corner. Good for 3. That was a big 3.
And you can see Rowe's really feeling it. He had that drive before, barking out commands to his teammates as he gets down the floor.
6 points on the night for Rowe. He was really in rhythm on that 3.
What's fun about his deep team is you never know whose night it's going to be, as Rowe looks like he draws an offensive foul on Dorr.
And that is a foul on Howard. On Dorr. Shaking his head.
A little bit of a matter of time for Dorr, who was kind of having an active moving screen last possession, just really occupying help defenders. And that time, he pays for it a little bit with a little elbow shove into Jaden Rowe as he's trying to come across and defend. So hopefully Jaden Rowe, after this timeout, catches his breath, hit that 3, had that drive to the basket, really taking charge on defense. What I was going to say, Michael, is when you have a deep team, it's nice because you never know whose night it's going to be. You have your feature players, you have your guys you expect certain things from, but when you give guys minutes and they play effectively, you never know when it's going to be a big night for one of them. And Rowe really having that second half. We saw Marcus Trent have a big first half, lead the Raptors in scoring for someone who doesn't really usually score a lot.
Good look at Jamal Williams. He's coaching them up right here, Sean.
Yeah, it looks like he's showing how if the Raptors can swing the ball across the court, that backside is open against the zone. Get the zone moving back and forth and get that wing pass.
Good look
that's how Rose scored the 3 last time.
Good look at Mike Smelkinson, the head coach of Howard.
And you can see coaches dictating with their body language what needs to happen. Howard just needs to take a deep breath, calm down. They still have the 1-point lead, even though they've played poorly for a stretch. Meanwhile, Montgomery College needs to get that energy from their coach. Keep stepping, keep that foot on the gas pedal, get the lead this possession, and then keep it. Let's see if they execute. Looks like it. Get the dribble to the left and swing it back to the right for that corner shot. Coming back.
Important possession here.
Dribble left. Swing it back to the right.
Martin, no good. Rowe runs it down. Good hustle. Chichoa forces it up. I'm sorry, that was Trent.
That was Marcus Trent.
Forced
his first miss of the night. It took him 30 minutes to miss a shot.
Murphy, cross court, Bowie, no good. Tough rebound for Murphy. Bowie, no good. Rowe with the rebound, comes out of there.
Extra pass that time, but I would have liked to see Bowie raise up with that.
And a charge on the Raptors.
Really courageous charge taken.
Boy, that's for sure. Because Rowe was barreling down.
A business decision by Shane Taylor.
Woo! 9:51 to go. Raptors trail by 1. Murphy inbounding it. Raptors showing full court.
Philip Carter back on the floor, who played some really good defense against Mills. Vidmar sitting down.
And Mills is back in for Howard.
But Chichoa's on him right now.
Rowe has 6 points but 3 fouls for the Raptors. And there's a foul called.
Christian Martin a little bit confused where the contact was there. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah, he got him on the arm.
A little bit. I think that's a little bit 50-50. Two players battling. You saw Jalen Bowie throw the elbow out there. I'm okay with the non-call there, too. Just two guys jockeying for position.
No good. Raptors with the rebound. Raptors with a chance to take the lead here.
So we talked about free throws, Michael. That's a big miss. Front end of a 1-and-1, you come up with an empty possession when he could add 2 points.
That's for sure. Chichua, nice ball movement. Trent, no good. Chichua blocked.
Big block by Mills.
So the Raptors come up empty-handed. Raptors with the steal. Ahead to Trent, and save there.
Marquise Trent with a great defensive effort, and then for the second time in 3 possessions, Shane Taylor just making the great hustle play. Drew that charge, got the deflection on what should have been an easy layup for MC. Now MC has to earn it in the half court.
Lots of time on the shot clock.
Jaden Rowe back in the game.
There's shot no good. Chichua with the rebound. And Marcus Rogers puts the Raptors ahead for the first time in the second half.
Nice dish by Chichoa. Teammate just missed a shot, get it right back to him.
And it'll stay down at the Howard end.
Howard a little out of sorts on that possession. MC's defense ratcheting up even a little bit more. Guys just dribbling into bodies.
All right, Kaleem Jenkins takes a seat. Murphy is back in, as well as Marcus Freeman for Howard.
Good substitutions by Coach Smelkinson.
Into Mills. Wow. Nice play. Mills converts it. There's Carter, and he's fouled. And Marcus Freeman did not agree with that call. I think it's fair to say.
I think that's very fair to say.
And that's 4 fouls on Mills.
So they're going to have to spare Mills, but 4 starters back on the court. I was going to say good substitution by Coach Smelkinson, who got good minutes out of his reserves. It's still a 1-point game when you had your starters resting a lot. So now with fresh legs, with the ability to have some offensive execution, can you finish out this game?
Carter ties it up with the first foul shot. 71% foul shooter. And he makes them both. Puts
Big
the
minutes
Raptors
by
up
Carter
by
tonight.
1.
Carter proving you don't have to be a scorer to be effective on the court. Really great defensive presence in the first half. Makes 2 big free throws in this right here to give the Raptors their first lead in a long time.
Baptiste.
Oh, as we say that, Carter gets burned on the back cut.
Boy,
What's been open all
is-
game, that back cut.
Boy, that is for sure. He was wide open. And that puts Howard back up on top, 51-50. So we're going to trade leads for a while, I got a feeling.
I have a feeling too, Michael. So what was different about that play is usually Howard had someone in the post. So there's a help defender sort of naturally there on the back cut. That time they went 5 out, spread it out, and just had an easy back cut to be able to get that basket. Coach Wise unhappy with that last possession.
And there you see Junior Blackman next to him. Junior has been a mainstay in Maryland JUCO basketball for as long as I can remember.
nice on both basketball programs to have people who are just stalwarts on the team. Obviously, Tarla Gasquet for women's basketball has been here for a long time, runs the athletic department. Junior Blackman here. To have that kind of continuity at a junior college really helps the players come in. The players are so transient. They're here for 2 years, and they make their impact. They move on to make the 4-year school, what they can do there. But to have those coaches here year after year who can bring that history back, who can bring players back who want to coach here, really says a lot about the program. Michael, we're looking at the stat sheet. Balanced scoring all the way through. We keep asking, who's going to score for Howard? It's because anybody could score. But at this stretch of the game, you got to be thinking, who's going to step up?
Yeah, just about everybody is in the scoring column for both teams. Chachua leads everybody with 14. His shot off the mark. And Howard with the rebound. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Raptors trail by 1. Bowie down low, up and in. Over Jaden Rowe.
Michael, that's the third time that Bowie's gotten a basket. Just pass and cut right to the post, post up.
Chachua from the elbow, nets it. 53-52.
I would run this with Bowie until they stop it. Pass the ball to 21, now cuts the basket.
There he goes. Baptiste got a whistle. And they're going to call a foul on Trent.
Now, last time Howard was at the line in the 1-on-1, they missed the front end. Key free throws here.
That's his second foul, Marquise Trent. And that puts Shane Taylor at the line, good foul shooter.
Taylor having big plays in the second half on the defensive end, drawing that charge.
He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight, make that 5 for 5.
So clutch free throws, especially in the front end of the 1-on-1. Got the deflection on the fast break that MC should have had a layup. Drew a charge on a fast break. Chance to go 6 for 6 from the line right here.
Second shot, in and out. So that's his first miss of the night. And Howard with a 2-point lead. Rogers loses the ball.
That's the advantage of a team that plays a lot of defenses. They're still playing their zone, but they found a trap opportunity. They went for the trap, got the double team, got the steal.
Howard taking their time. Rebound to Chichoa.
It's one of those gotta call it fouls. Marcus Rogers just dribbling off the contact of Marquise Freeman. A little body bump and you fall down, you gotta call the foul.
Yep.
Now MC in the bonus. Big front end here.
Missed it. Kachua battles for it, has it, gets it to Carter.
Tough possession. Front end miss, offensive rebound, miss a 2-foot shot.
And so Howard with the ball, 2-point lead. 5.5 minutes to go. Murphy, spin move, push, and that's going to be a foul on the Raptors.
Now I was going to wonder if they think this is on the floor or a shooting foul, but this is the Raptors' 10th foul, so immaterial whether it's on the floor or shooting foul. He's going to get 2 shots.
Yep. So Howard will be shooting 2 from this point on as they are in the double bonus. The Raptors are still in the 1-and-1 situation as Howard has 8 team fouls in the second half.
And Michael, Howard just running the same play over and over and over, daring MC to stop them, and they haven't so far, just running cutters off that high post player. When Mills is in the game, he'll catch the ball, but when he's out of the game, they just got guys willing to make contact, to set screens. That primary look is to the point guard getting back to the post. We saw Bowie score a couple times, but they're getting good deep catches by running other guys off that high post.
All right, foul trouble. We've got Mills and Freeman with 4 each for Howard, and for the Raptors, Rowe and Williams, 3 each.
Now Freeman's still staying in with 4 fouls. Mills still on the bench.
And Mills is on the bench. And Howard has the ball and a 3-point lead. Cutting, Taylor. They've been cutting down the middle a lot. And Shane Taylor does it again. And
Michael,
he'll go back to the line.
What a beautiful finish by Taylor. It's a game adjustment to me. You know you're getting back cut. You don't want them to catch the ball up high, but they haven't made a lot of shots outside. Dare them to make those shots.
And that was the second foul on Marcus Trent. So Taylor had a good night at the line. 5 out of 6. Make that 6 out of 7. And a 6-point lead now for Howard. Raptors need a bucket.
Absolutely. Been out of sorts on offense the last couple possessions.
Martin into Chichua. Trent off the iron, no good.
Got a good shot there, just couldn't put it down.
Baptiste. Freeman. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bowie throws it up there, no good. Battle. And that counted.
Looks like the Raptors stopped because they heard the horn, but you got to play through it. You got to play it to the whistle.
And Howard did, and as a result, they have an 8-point lead with just over 4 minutes to go.
Michael, Hart and hustle. Howard is the one being the benefactor from that. And execution when that heart rate is up, getting to the free throw line, knocking down those free throws. Outside of the missed front end of the one-on-one, Howard having a great night at the line. MC with that opportunity on the other end with the front end of the one-on-one. Big key moment of the game. Missed the first shot, missed the offensive rebound. This is as close to a must possession as you get with 4 minutes left in the game. As hard as baskets have been to come by, to stay down 8 and then to possibly be down double digits if Howard gets a stop and a score.
Oh, they can't afford, the Raptors cannot afford to fall behind by double digits.
And it looks like they're executing what Coach Wise wants. They're just not getting that final last pass or that basket, the shot close to the basket.
And Kobe Baptiste is having a great second half. He's up to 14 points and 11 rebounds, so he's got a double-double going. I'm sorry, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Make that 11 points, 14 rebounds. I'll get it one of these days.
And Baptiste really making his presence felt. He didn't score much in the first half, but he had 6 rebounds and 5 assists in the first half.
14 rebounds is a night's work.
Absolutely, especially as physical as it is down in the post. Different defense from Howard now, a 1-3-1.
And the Raptors, again, they need a bucket. The Vidmar loses possession, saves it, but the Raptors lose the ball to Howard. Taylor with it, Bowie.
As creative as Howard is defensively, they're just disciplined on offense. Keep running the same thing with little variations. This time the post player sinks down, gets the catch.
Freeman off the iron, no good. It'll stay at the Howard end. .326 to go. muscling it in there. Couldn't come up with it was Murphy.
Nice play design by Howard, couldn't convert.
Martin, Trent, off the iron, no good. The Raptors are going cold at the wrong time.
Looks like Rowe thought that he was fouled there, or at least had the ball knocked away from him. Let's take a look here.
Oh, he got hit.
And they did change the call. They're saying it's Raptors ball now.
All right, so Raptors will inbound under their own basket. Jaden Rowe. Oh, there's a mistake.
Vidmar was open, but he wasn't ready for it.
And Freeman with the big two-handed slam.
Freeman was definitely ready for it.
Vidmar was not ready for that ball. And a 10-point lead now for Howard.
It's MC pressing right now.
Raptors shooting just 3 of 15 from three-point range tonight.
Martin saying the ball is wet.
Meanwhile, Howard is just 2 of 16. So that's not really, but
you know what? You
2
can
of
be 2 of 16 when you can throw it down like that.
Yeah. From the field, Howard 42%, Raptors 37% from the field. But neither team shooting well from 3. Williams, no good.
Just unfortunate. MC, for the last 4 or 5 minutes, not too many empty possessions, just pretty good shots that have not gone down.
They're just not going down.
And Howard just getting precise in how they're executing their offense.
Yeah, they are really executing it to a T. Coach Smelkinson has got to be quite happy with this. Bowie cuts through.
Another rebound for Bowie.
And they're using all the clock.
And then a fresh 20 seconds.
They're being very disciplined out there. They're using all the shot clock.
Impressive effort by Howard with not having much of Mills in the second half with his foul trouble. A true difference maker on offense. Being able to execute and expand this lead. Coach Smelkinson urging them to use every second of this clock, shorten this game.
Taylor off the rim, no good. Chachua with the rebound.
On the other hand, MC's got to push this, get a quick basket.
They need a quick one. Rowe. Time is a wasting here, folks. And it's going to be a blocking foul.
So here's a one-on-one situation. Got to make both here. Great opportunity to get 2 points back without moving the clock.
That'll put Christian Martin on the line. He's a 62% foul shooter.
Not only is this key, but you make both free throws, you can set up whatever kind of pressure you want to have on Howard to try to get a quick steal or foul the right guy.
First time at the line tonight for Martin. And he makes the first. Minute 33 to go. Raptors will need a stop at the other end for sure, regardless of this foul shot. He missed it.
Oh, it looks like it's unfortunate. Looks like that should stay MC.
Raptors thought they had it. They are going to go into the full court press here.
The way that Howard is holding onto the ball, I would say they're already in a fouling situation. They need to steal on the inbound, and they got to start fouling right now.
I agree with you. But they're not.
Maybe they were seeing if they can get across midcourt. It looked like a little bit of travel there. Happy feet by Shane Taylor.
And there's finally the foul on Marcus Trent.
Howard with an excellent opportunity to close the game out. They've been shooting great free throws all night.
That was the 4th foul of the night on Marcus Trent. 3rd foul, rather. As Murphy missed the first, and the Raptors are going to call timeout.
Michael, 9-point game. Anticipate a 10-point game on a 1-for-2. Minute 17, you got to be pushing down and getting fast baskets. Fast baskets, foul, fast basket, foul. Doesn't have to be a 3 just yet. You just got to get a good, quick shot.
Yeah. And again, the shots have not been falling the last 10 minutes for the Raptors.
No, just one of those unfortunate nights where the offensive execution is pretty good, shooting not so much.
No, Raptors not hitting from 3. They're down to 36% from the field. Turnovers are even, 15 apiece.
And in this half, rebounds about even too. So MC has evened out on the physical part of it. It's just the execution on offense for Howard. Timely baskets. And give them credit, they've gotten closer to the basket. Howard is not shooting the lights out either from range, but they've gotten close to the basket for putbacks, for layups.
Well, you look at the rest of the stats, they're very close. Howard with a slight lead in rebounds, but pretty much everything else is even.
And in a 10-point game, 7 more made free throws.
That's the big stat right there. Chachua throws it away.
Unfortunate, that's a shot for Chachua right there with the height from 10 feet out.
Yeah.
One of the leading scorers take that shot. Need a basket quick.
At that point, be a little more selfish.
Yeah, 'cause you got to make something happen at this point.
Another foul, and that'll put Murphy back on the line.
Murphy padding some stats, catching the ball in a timely, opportune time. Give himself 2 more points for the night.
Misses the first.
I'm doing a good job down the stretch with the announcer jinx, Michael. I'm just going to give myself some credit here. We've talked about good nights from the free throw line.
He's 4 for 8. Make that 5 for 9 now from the free throw line. But again, Howard has shot a lot more free throws.
Right, and he speaking honestly, he is the guy to foul tonight.
And from the corner, Marcus Rogers with a 3 ball. That helps a little bit, or more than a little bit. Makes it an 8-point game with 45 seconds to go.
So a bit elementary, it is an 8-point game, but I do wonder if you make a substitution for Benjamin Murphy, who's the only person who's missing free throws tonight, but is a 72% free throw shooter over the course of the year.
Right.
Nice 3 there. Finally, an outside shot for the Raptors, who have had lots of good looks like that. They just have not fallen tonight.
No, that's only their 3rd 3 of the game.
Coach
Check
Wise.
that, make that their 4th 3 of the game. Check that. They are 4 of 16.
So Coach Wise has to draw up a couple plays, almost like the end of a football game. You need to diagram a couple things at once as you're running out of timeouts and running out of time. 8 points with a minute, still possible. But you need a couple things to go your way. You need a lot of missed free throws. You need a miscue by Howard where you get a steal and score real quick.
And you need a couple of 3s. Good look at Chachua.
What I do love about these moments, Michael, is 10 competitors on the court. No one's conceding anything. If a game can be won, everybody's gonna do their best to try to win it.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. No foul yet. And they did not foul.
Well, now will be the time.
And there's the foul. So Jaden Rowe picks up the foul.
And Bowie, who's also having a terrific night from the free throw line, a 63% free throw shooter. So he would be the guy to foul statistically.
But he's having a good night at the line. And he makes the first. And he makes them both. So once again, a 10-point lead with 30 seconds to go.
So got to go quick again for MC.
Trent, no good. And Rogers with the putback. And he'll go to the line.
We're in the territory of the intentional miss, Michael. Intentional miss and score. 6-point game with 23 seconds left.
That's doable. 8-point game with 20 seconds left. Not so doable. But he makes it. 7-point game to Mills.
Important
to
seconds
Taylor.
ticking off the clock there, down to 19 seconds.
So Taylor will now go to the line.
MC's got to hope for an 0 for 2 here.
And Taylor is 6 for 7 from the line. It's time for your announcer jinx.
I've given all I can tonight, Michael. But, I guess like MC, I will keep competing down the stretch as I applaud Taylor, who's normally a 76% free throw shooter, but is near perfect tonight.
Well, he made the first one. And he makes them both. Hardly rippled the net on that second one. Raptors bringing it up quickly. There's a shot by Rogers, no good. Rebound to Howard. And that's going to be our ball game.
Gosh, of all the shots to not go in, that heave three almost went in tonight. Almost kept it competitive over that last 10 seconds.
So that is the end of our ball game as the Raptors fall 68-59 with the win. Howard improves to 17-5 overall, and now they're 8-2 in Maryland JUCO.
Yeah, and the discipline of execution, Michael, being able to run an offensive pattern over and over and over and just finding the little wrinkles. Who's in the game? Is it someone who's going to set a screen? Is it someone who can slip that screen, get a catch down the post? Who are my guards? Can I get a quick catch in the post? Can we get an outside cut and get a shot? Howard played so connected tonight, especially with playing different guys at different times, to be able to find good offense throughout. And MC couldn't quite do that tonight. Found pretty good shots, but couldn't get to the basket often enough to get some easy ones. That's the difference. A few more easy shots for Howard, and as we've said many times, a lot more made free throws even before it became a fouling situation.
And, of course, another big factor, I think, for the Raptors is they really went cold the last 10 minutes of the ball game.
Yeah, good offense, and sometimes it's just not your night. The ball did not find the basket.
It was a 1-2-point game there with about 10 minutes to go. Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, it's a 7-8 point game.
Right. And credit to Howard's defense. It made the drives to the basket difficult for MC, where they couldn't execute a drive to the basket. They couldn't get that second pass that was working so well for them near the end of the first half. They really tightened down the screws on one shot, one decent outside shot, and that's all MC was going to get. And to Howard's credit, that's the defense they played. MC couldn't execute those outside shots tonight.
And neither team shot well from three, but normally that is a real big part of the Raptors' attack.
Right.
And it just wasn't there tonight, the whole game.
It's one of those nights where you could do some things better, but really some shots that you normally make didn't go in. So you have to kind of shrug, move on to the next. And credit to Howard for a really well-played game tonight. Well,
it was a good game. It was a great doubleheader. If you joined us late or if you forgot,
you missed a lot.
You missed a lot. The Raptors women won the opener 78-75. And the Raptors men come up just short in the second one, 68-59. So for Sean Kobrin and everybody on the really spectacular MCTV production crew, they've done a great job here tonight. All the camera folks, all the folks in the truck, just a wonderful job. It's a pleasure to be asked back to work with the Raptors and with MCTV. So once again, for Sean Kobrin, for our statisticians, Evan Brown and Ben Kobrin, I'm Michael Brown. I want to thank you all for watching Raptors basketball on MCTV.